Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn, and today we are checking out Anonymous Code. Now, this game is technically out if you speak Japanese. It released last year in Japan and is now making its way over to the West. It's going to be available on most platforms that I think most. Maybe bar Xbox, because poor Xbox, man. They're trying so hard to get in with the Japanese crowd, and they're not doing so hot. They got a good relationship with Atlas and Sega at least, so, you know, Persona 3 Reload is going to be day one on Game Pass, so that's cool. But, you know, we'll see how. Good luck, Xbox. Keep going. You're trying. You're doing your best. This is. So Anonymous Code is a visual novel. It also has a focus on hacking, which I'm betting that's kind of like the mini game that progresses you through the visual novel. Then, of course, you know, you got your normal visual novel choices and stuff like that. There's actually a lot of marketing for this game. We got like 7 trailers here, and most of them are 2 to 4 minutes long. So like, they ain't playing. This is developed by Mages and published by Spike Chunsoft. I don't know if what else made. Oh, Mages is the people behind Steins. That's a big freaking name there, y'all. They ain't playing. Steins awesome, by the way. If you have not played or watched Steins, highly recommend. Highly recommend. Don't look up anything about it though. Just saying, like, just watch or play it. Don't look up anything. Just trust me. Trust me. All right, anyway. So let's see what Anonymous Code is about. Let's go. Hack into God? What? Oh, wow. A lot of animation. That's cool. Some really beautiful artwork. Oh. I think this is all just order stuff on the end here. Yeah, because then it's going to be like, order now to unlock this thing and that thing and this other thing and this other thing. All right, so I didn't realize that even though this trailer isn't very old and it says like this was the announcement of it coming to the West, that whole trailer was in Japanese. So here's the release date in the English voiceover review. This is from March of 2023.
Hey, Super Hacker, you still watching?
302?
Yeah.
Oh, this is bad!
Alpha team, start phase 2.
I can do anything I like.
Our world is fundamentally digital.
Good music in this.
I'm here! Sorry I'm late.
You're coming with us, little lady.
No! Let me go, please!
Momo! Cicada is a person who, without any prior notice, posts images or URLs in the main internet universe.
Give me strength!
There's a lot of stuff happening.
Momentarily. Plaintively.
The world line might have changed.
That guy was a member of the Illuminati.
Have you seen the fate line? If things continue as they are, nobody will survive.
It's not game over yet!
Wait. Guy screams, "It's not game over yet." Starts playing opening theme, which is named Game Over. English version. Okay.
I'll do it!
Stop whining.
Let him go!
You can't defeat me.
Show this old
old-timer some respect. Hallelujah!
I've seen the future. And this time, I'm in it to win it.
That's why I think this choice, your choice, is a wonderful one.
Coming September 8th, 2023.
So, does anyone right now have any idea what this story is about? I like visual novels, but I gotta say that trailer was so chaotic and just had like people talking with like random text slapping across the screen that I don't really know what the hell's happening, but that's okay. So now we have a series of character trailers. There's like 5 of these, and they're not short. They're all like 2 to 3 minutes long. We're gonna watch the first one and see how it feels, but I know that a lot of the times, like, visual novels have a really, really hard time marketing themselves. And so instead they just market like their characters and the voice actors that are voicing them. And I'm like, there's got to be a better way to do this, especially because a lot of the times visual novels will have mini games in them and they don't get advertised very much or very well, or like even like the dialogue systems don't get shown off. And the biggest one is their stories don't get explained of like what is going on and like why we should care about the story. But we'll see what happens with the character trailer. We might watch all of them. We might watch one of them.
What are we?
You're bringing this up now?
I said, what are we?
A pro-hacker duo.
No. Well, yeah, but no. I'll tell you what Nakano Symphonies is all about. We're a team of Anons with bright futures who can't sit idly by when someone's in need. Looks like fate brought us together, so I'm gonna help you. What if I selected this? Whoa. Hey, super hacker, you still watching? This wouldn't have gone so smoothly without this thing you gave me. I don't like you, and I'm not gonna let you stay anonymous forever. But until I unmask you, I'm gonna use this power whenever I need it.
So there's one problem with these trailers, right? Of that, a lot of context, if you look in this far upper right corner, they are explaining things about the characters in this far upper right corner.
I'm here!
See the info box?
Sorry I'm late.
Huh?
She came!
No.
Here, hang on just a second. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. There was family stuff. We'll continue.
I'm sorry. I meant it as an alias.
Huh?
It's just what I want you to call me. For now.
Just who
Yeah, so
exactly
the context
are
in
you?
the corner is
Why
a really
the army hunting you down, for Christ's
odd
sake?
choice.
I didn't expect this to happen on my second day in Japan either!
Are you a VIP from some other country?
What is this? Why am I... No. This isn't good.
Hey,
The art's
coming September
fantastic.
8th, 2023.
Like, the art's incredible, right? This is also just a really cool art on the steel case. That said, like, you know, I have steel cases because they've just came with things that I've purchased, and I don't find value in them at all whatsoever. Maybe I'm just not the right person for it. We're gonna watch one more of these and see if this one's any different. I don't think it will be, but we'll watch it anyway.
Cross, how about we review how blockchains work? Maybe it'll trigger something that could help us with the quest.
I was actually compiling materials just now.
That's my guy.
In a blockchain, the records of any transaction in the network are stored in blocks, and each block is protected by a hash. The hash of a block is based on the data stored inside, so every block has a very different hash.
So you can tell when the data inside a block has been tampered with, because there'll be some kind of discrepancy in the hash, right?
Yeah, And since a hash also includes the hash of the previous block, if even one block is tampered with,
The loss in consistency between the blocks will give it away.
so the blocks are connected like a chain. I've got the room security cam, sending you the feed.
One
An
glance and I
employee
knew they
posted
were
on social
shady.
media that their sub-manager named Keto is at the cafe, even though it's his day off. I got the other two identified. They're joint owners of Incarnation.
What are they gonna do with the customer data?
Perhaps they want to spam the people on the list with ads. Nothing good can come from this, you know. If you want to confess and apologize to Wind, I'll go with you.
It's my mess. I'll clean it up myself.
Really?
Really?
Good luck then.
Anyway, tell us about the quests, Wind. You know more about them than any of us.
Wow, if that's not a skeezy looking person.
Okay, let me tell you everything.
An aspiring info broker.
I'm gonna have to look over all this info I got. There's not a single info broker out there who hasn't looked into Cicada. Not a single one who knows who he is either. At this point, people are actually saying that if you want to know more about Cicada, you gotta go to 4chan's hacker board, Hack. Just buy one on VFF and spend time tuning in VR. The more you talk to her, the more she learns about you. It's so rad, you can flirt away without a care in the world. Right, Yomi?
Don't say that stuff out loud.
Sorry. You're so cute when you blush, though.
Yeah, really? I know a girl's basically my GF.
What? For real, for real? Come on, why didn't you say so then? You're the man, Takaoka. I never should have doubted you. That's sick. Congrats.
Coming September 8th, 2023.
So again, you know how I talked about how the visual novels have such a hard time selling themselves? That's kind of what I'm talking about. I'm going to skip the other ones. Just be really real with you right now. And then we'll see what this system trailer has.
So I knew exactly what was gonna happen, since it was my second time through. Listen up! In exactly 51 seconds, that transceiver you got hanging there is gonna go off.
What?
Yeah, it's where you manage your save data. Whoa!
An app that
there
can
it
save
is.
the current time in advance and load. While on the run with Momo, Pollen attains the strange power. For Pollen, save and load was an unknown app that someone had hacked onto his device. Player can suggest when Pollen should load by pressing the hacking trigger button.
Whoa.
Or when Pollen believes the player is an anonymous super hacker meddling for unknown reasons.
Shut it.
And it's up to Pollen to decide if he will accept the player's suggestions. Pollen himself can save and load at will, though not without
I'm
consequences.
gonna play your game.
By cooperating with Pollen,
Hold on. Do you need to?
Yeah. I'm gonna start over and take care of this whole thing. Yeah, we gotta do it before 302 goes down. Let's restart. Coming September 8th, 2023. Anonymous Code Steelbook Launch Edition. Pre-order now.
okay, so that was a lot better trailer, right? That was a lot better trailer. It gives us an idea of like what the system is. I still barely comprehend what's happening in terms of the story pitch, but it at least tells us what the hook is. But in terms of like what the actual conflict is, no idea. Not a single clue. We don't know. But what we do know is that you do have this ability to kind of like not quite slide through time, but that's a decent way to describe it. Of you're able to essentially create save points and then go back to those save points with the knowledge that you gained of what happens next. That sounds like a nightmare to write in terms of like actually creating the visual novel itself. But I mean, that's also what makes this possible within a visual novel, within a video game, is because you can program all of these different possibilities and realities based on like what you've seen and what you know. I am curious though, because like it is neat how like the game has like this fourth wall break of the main character interacts with you as the player and like doesn't trust you as the player initially. And then like you can affect your relationship with the main character in that way, which is really an interesting take. And I wonder what the triggers look like for that. Like what like the flow chart looks like in terms of how much he likes or trusts or distrusts you based on your own suggestion. I'm also curious, like what, like here's you know like the value of a good pitch of like, I'm curious, like how far does that go? What happens if we just like barely ever interact with him? If we just suggest nothing and just let things go until something has to be like rewound for one reason or another? Because it says he can use save and load at will. So I imagine that one of the possible endings is you just like barely being present. And then there's probably an ending that, you know, spawns based off of if you interfere at the wrong time or interfere too much and stuff like that. That concept is really cool to me, and I like that on a conceptual level. I just wish I had a little bit understanding of what the actual story was, because it was really hard to grasp that aspect of like, what are we doing and why? What is the hook? And like knowing that this is the same people that made Steins Gate is not too surprising, because I can tell you that it's really hard to explain Steins Gate without just being a spoilery bitch. And so I imagine that based off of like the way that you can slide through time in this game with the save and load system, I imagine it's probably really hard to explain what anonymous code is without being a spoilery bitch, or just having to spend way too much time. But, you know, whatever. I guess it is what it is. That said, one thing that we can say for certain is that it's probably going to have an immense amount of quality, and it's probably going to be a really, really cool story because of the people that it's coming from. And so, yeah, super cool. Super cool. I probably won't check it out right away, but it's also just because it looks like it might be a little bit too much for me at this point in time. But I definitely, knowing that it is from the Steins Gate people, would mean that I would want to check it out. But let me know what your thoughts are. If you're somebody that is able to, you know, if you are, you know, semi-fluent in Japanese and have already played the game, what was your experience with it? If you are somebody who's seeing something like this for the first time, or if you have experience with Steins Gate or other Mage's properties, well, how are you feeling? What are you thinking? You jumping in this, or are you going to take a little bit of a wait on it and see what the general reception is as well? I would love to hear from you. Put your thoughts down in the comments below, or hit me up on social media. I'm on Threads and Blue Sky and Instagram and Discord and Twitter/X, and just pick your poison and let's have a conversation. And I do make these videos on Twitch. We do stream 4 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future videos, please subscribe to the channel. If you watch one of the other videos on the channel, or if I see you in the live stream. Thank you, and enjoy.